Hi everyone, welcome back to the Tidy Moose. I am Ivanka, your professional organizer, and in this video, I'm going to be giving you my top 5 tips for keeping your home ready for entertaining. Let's start with tip number 1. Now, I shouldn't be talking about the bathroom while I'm in the kitchen, but I'm going to. The number 1 room that you should have completely spick and span and spotless and germ-free is your washroom. If you are having guests over, you want to make sure that your bathroom is stocked with toilet paper, clean hand towels, and for the love of Pete, please make sure you empty your garbage. I promise you, no one wants to be looking at your dirty Q-tips while they're doing their business. So that's enough about the bathroom. Let's bring it back to the kitchen and let's talk about tip number 2. And that is to make sure that all of your entertaining platters are readily available. If you know you're having company, or if you know that there are always people who pop in over the holidays, don't keep your platters and things in storage. You may have put them there because the season was over, but once the season is coming back, you want to make sure you've got it all ready to go. One of the easiest ways to do that is to get things that stack and you can grab easily. If you're someone like myself who doesn't bake very often, but I do once a year, you want to make sure you can find all of the things you need to do the job you need to do. Tip number 3. We all have that friend or family member who just stops by unannounced. I say that with sarcasm because I am that friend. You know, I like to keep people on their toes, especially with what I do for a living. I'm a terrible person, I know. Regardless, you always want to make sure that you have something on hand for when people arrive. Doesn't have to be anything big or fancy. Something like this will do just fine. It'll get the house smelling fresh. You pop it in the oven. It's easy to do. You can serve it with tea. No problem. If they have kids, you can have one of these on hand, because I imagine if they have kids, they're visiting you with your kids. You don't want to have them running around the house taking over, so maybe have an activity ready for them when they arrive. Tip number 4, don't stress yourself out with all these fancy foods. I mentioned last week in my video, if someone offers to bring something to your party, don't be afraid to say, oh sure, that would be great. Why not an appetizer? Why not a dessert? If they're offering because they're willing to help. Don't put everything on yourself. You're already hosting, and that is a big feat. That said, if you want to make all the food, find some things that make life simple. Now, when I was growing up, one of the things that people would request for my mother to bring were her famous meatballs. I'm ruining her secret recipe, but everyone thought they were the best meatballs ever. And when my mom passed away, people said, we'll never have Aunt Mary's meatballs again. Joke's on you guys, they were giant tiger meatballs from day one. She used to make them by hand, and then we found these that were very, very good, very inexpensive, and took no time to make. And people ate them up, literally. All you have to do, grab some meatballs, grab some sauce, put them in a crock pot. You've done your job, and you bring amazing food for people to enjoy. It's all about keeping it simple, folks. So I'm going to now bring you to the final item on my list, and that is to keep decor simple and keep your home guest ready. During the holidays, it's a very hectic time. There can be shoes all over, papers all over, things just everywhere. Try your best to not have to do the full-on clean before guests arrive by maintaining things. Things like getting that snow mat ready. You know guests are coming, you know you don't want their snowy, dirty, wet shoes all over your nice hardwood floors. So get that mat out, put it in the front hall, and then you're ready to go. Also with decor, keep it simple. Have a few things on hand so that they're ready to go in case, again, someone pops in. I'm really making the whole pop-in thing sound not so desirable anymore. I'm still gonna do it, so don't think you're off the hook, friends and family. That's it for me. Anything that you saw here can be purchased at Giant Tiger, one-stop shop. That really makes things simple. Happy holidays, everyone.